This is the plaintiff, Dee Lewis. She says she and the defendant dated and she loaned him some money. One day, the guy just disappeared out of the clear blue sky. She wants the money she loaned him back. He refuses, and she needs the judge's help today recovering the $500 she's suing for. This is the defendant, Christopher Mark Bruce. He says he never took a loan from the plaintiff. She once gave him $200 as a gift and a greeting card when he went to work on a job, but that was it. He has no idea why this woman's suing him today for all this money, because he doesn't owe her anything. He wishes she would just leave him alone. He's accused of being a bad boyfriend.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Dee Lewis?
Yes.
You are suing Christopher Mark Bruce for $500 that you say you loaned him and he has refused to repay you.
Correct.
How did you two know each other?
We met about 2 years ago at a party,
And?
and we just started dating after that.
Okay. And how long were you dating?
On and off for 2 years.
When it was on, how long would it be on and how serious would it be?
He lived with me for
Okay.
6 months, and then we broke it off, and then we got back together again. He lived with me, and then he broke it off.
Okay. All right. So how did you come around to loaning him $500?
Well, it wasn't $500 all at once. It was here and there. I do have evidence of one of my credit cards where I did pay for a motel for him to stay when he was out of town working. And that was on August 20th, 2015, and it was for $182.55. And it was on and off for gas money and things like that he would need help when he wasn't working. And he would promise to pay me back. And I have text messages from all the way back from 2015 where he was going to sign a check over to me. He was waiting for a check for $539. And he said he was going to sign it back over to me when he got it, and that never happened. And then he was in a car accident in December of 2015. And in the text messages, he said as soon as...
When did you stop dating him?
Well, December...
How did it happen that you two stopped dating?
He just up and left in December of 2015.
Okay, so in December of 2015, you were starting to say that there were texts?
Well, that's when he left, and he...
Oh, after he left.
Yeah, before he
and
left.
how did he leave? What did he say?
Bye.
Okay.
I mean, it was, we didn't have a big fight. He just left.
Did he say he was leaving? Did he say to
Yeah,
you?
no, he was. I knew he was leaving.
Did he say why you guys were breaking up? Did he?
It was just one of those things. We knew it wasn't ever going to be serious.
Okay.
So, And then he had a wreck. And then he was waiting. Then afterwards, we started seeing each other again, I believe, in May of 2016. Okay, I'm sorry.
So backtrack everything to 14 and 15.
We met in 2014.
I got it. We don't have to go through it.
Okay.
All right.
So we started seeing each other again in May of 2015. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
And then he said he was going to give me, he was waiting on money from the wreck. And he kept telling me he'd give it to me when he got paid from the attorney from the wreck.
So how much exactly does he owe you? If you're not keeping track of it? You just, now that he's not dating you, you want money back?
No, he kept telling me he was going to give it back to me.
I know, but how much is he supposed to give you back? Because loans, usually people know how much they loaned.
I would be happy with
the last
just the
statement of your
500.
complaint is 500 ought to do it. It's like, was it
That would
exit
be
tax?
fine.
When someone stops dating you, they got to pay you 500?
No, but he knew that I
What's
was
going
loaning
on?
it
You
to
owe this
him.
lady $500? She says you owe her $500 and that she has a text to prove it. What's going on?
It's not 500. She's right about the hotel bill, though. I was in Lima working at an oil refinery and asked her for some help, and she helped me, and she's right about that, but
That you're supposed to pay her back for that?
the 183.
Okay, but what about all the other stuff she says that where she would send money?
No, it was never a loan setup agreement.
What kind of setup was it?
Can you help me out a little bit of money here and there,
Was the discussion ever made about how you would pay her back?
No.
Not even afterwards?
After the fact.
After the fact, there's plenty of discussion.
Plenty of discussion
For the
because
last
she
year.
was a little bit mad now I just left.
Right.
so.
How did you leave?
Well, I went to the store one time and ended up going right to a job and basically just left.
What'd you tell her you were going to do?
Go get some milk.
So I said, I'm going to go get some milk, and you never came back.
Yeah.
What'd you do? You never called her? Nothing? I mean, even if it's not that serious with somebody, you still like have human communication. I mean, why would you not? I don't know. Was she calling you and you weren't answering, or how did that end up?
I believe she just texted me, but I had a new phone number. New phone.
You changed your phone number so she.
No, I broke my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you just never texted her and said, "Hey, I just think it's better." Why did it break up? Just curious.
Our 3 sons are moving in and out of her house, about my age.
What kind of relationship was this?
This is a good one. She's a nice lady.
But I mean, you actually lived together and stuff. I mean, it's
Well,
not
I lived in
that.
my own place at first.
And then at some point you lived together?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a commitment. Were you seeing other people?
No.
That was never the issue? Fascinating. Okay, let me see your text.
Okay, if you'll see the one, I have the.
No, I like it in the phone. Do you have it in the phone?
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I prefer to see it in the phone because I find that I get a much more complete picture when I do that.
Okay.
Okay.
You say, I'm in love with a bald stoner that holds my heart. Chris, this is D. I would like the $500 you owe me, or I'm going to have to take you to small claims court where they can take it from your wages. You have shown your true colors of lying and cheating and using me. Why? What had just happened?
Nothing. I was still asking for my money, and he wouldn't respond.
If you don't wish to go to court and have other things brought out, meaning what?
I was just mad. That's
The
all.
stoner part? All right. Okay.
No.
So then, okay, you said I would see in the text that he agrees he owes you the $500. Where am I seeing that?
Can I pull Facebook
Scroll-
up so you can see the
Sure.
other ones?
Yeah.
All right.
If you've got the Facebook printed out, I will look at the Facebook printed out.
There, but I've got to find it on here.
That's fine. October 16th, 2015. She says that you texted her the following. Have you got that check for $539 I'm giving to you for helping me? Meaning, I guess that you were using her address as a mailing address still?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So
The
I
mail
can
was
sign
still
it over.
coming there.
Say it again.
Mail was still coming there,
So
but-
I can sign it over to you. The reason I left the house is you're always complaining about me, so that means you aren't happy. Been staying in my truck. Did you send these texts?
Yes.
Okay, so is there a point in time when you said to her whether she received a check for $539 that you're giving her for her helping you?
No. Actually, the only time I found about all this was we were broke up for a few months, and then I would look down my Facebook, and I haven't been on the computer in forever, and I saw all of her messages that said she was suing me for $500.
Okay, I need to see these texts, and I also need to see the Facebook messages.
And that may be from
First do-
Facebook. I don't have anything on
Okay,
here.
I'm going to need proof, my dear. This is what you come to court for.
Yeah, but
so
it has
if
to be
this
on my-
is Facebook and not text, just then give me Facebook. Did you ever tell her that you would sign over a $539 check?
No.
You know, if he was saying yes, we wouldn't have to do this. If he's saying no, I need to see this.
Well, let's try again.
According to you, he
Where's-
tells you, have you got that check for $539 I'm giving you for helping me? According to you, you never said that. According to you, you're not sure how much money throughout those years, right? Years?
Over a span
Of how much?
2.
2 years. Mm-hmm. You funneled his way, but you have never asked for it until you guys broke up. That is when you ask for it.
not on text, but I
Okay.
would say something to him in person, and he knows that.
How often would she bring it up in person?
Not often.
When she did, what was she saying?
Do you have the money for when I loaned you the money for the hotel when you were in Lima with the 183?
Or 183. She never said to you, you owe me the rest of this money.
No, until
When she
later
texts
on.
you and says to you, you owe me $500, how come you don't answer her and say, no, I don't, I owe you 182?
I just didn't answer her
Right.
until I finally answered her text and said, "What are you doing?
What are you doing what?
Why are you taking me to court?"
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So after you start dating somebody, what's the minimum amount of time for dating before you start loaning them money when they ask for money? What do you say?
About 6 months.
6 months. Why 6 months?
Because you need to get to know if they're trustworthy.
And you get to know somebody in 6 months. When do they start farting?
I'd say probably a year.
Okay. Anybody want to go higher than a year?
I would say never.
You know what? That is a smart woman and somebody a deadbeat doesn't want to date, going inside the courtroom.
So you're unable to log into your Facebook account here. There's something going on. I can't see it in your actual Facebook account. So this, you say to me that this is how your Facebook account looks? This with this little keyboard down here?
Yes.
That's how it looks when you, and that he wrote to you, have you got that check for $539 I'm giving to you for helping me so I can sign it over to you? What would you have meant by so I can sign it over to you? What is it you were saying you would sign
Because
over?
she kept on saying I owed her $500 and she's going to take me to court. So you know what? I was just going to give her the check.
So now you did say that, because I asked you that maybe, I don't know.
I was going to just give it to her.
Yeah, I understand. Why couldn't you just say that instead of
we just
wasting all this
broke up,
time?
And she's trying to get.
I know. When I asked you if you said that, you
digging
said
for
you didn't
something.
say that. You said you didn't say that.
I said I would just sign the check over to you.
Do you hear me? I asked you minutes ago whether you said that. I asked you that like 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times you said to me, no. And then just stood there.
Well, it was one time.
And then, then why did you lie the one time? Now you're saying you did say that, but you just said it to get her off your back, right?
Yes.
In a close case where credibility is everything, don't lie to the judge. My verdict is for the